Hi, this is Andrew Burke from CodeSchool Halifax, and I just finished a round of classes for our Intro to Web Front-End Programming, and the last week or so of them, of course, had to be pre-recorded and done remotely. I'm looking forward to doing more classes soon, but exactly when that might be able to happen is up in the air. So in the meantime, since I've now got my fancy home studio all set up and I'm pretty fresh on how to teach all this kind of material, I thought I'd record some online lessons. Now, in our current situation where things are, to be honest, kind of stressful and anxiety-inducing, I think it's good to find material that can help you relax or maybe even feel better about things. So I'm going to try making a series of pleasant, chill, maybe even wholesome how-to-code videos based loosely on the part-time class curriculum. We won't be going into all the detail that we get in the actual class, but I'm going to cover a little bit of all the bases and give you something you can at least follow along with to build something useful with HTML, CSS, and even some JavaScript. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who's somewhat obsessively checking the online stats for the spread of this COVID-19 coronavirus. But I've noticed that in among all the infection and fatality rates and growth numbers, we're also tracking the number of people who have recovered from the coronavirus. So in this series, we're going to build a COVID-19 recoveries tracker. See, it's not all bad news out there. You can find bad news anywhere. We're going to try to give you a little bit of good news. So in this series, we're going to start with the basic text editor skills and HTML, and then we're going to move on to some CSS. And then eventually how to use JavaScript to get data from public data feeds, process this data, and then display it nicely on a page. Now, each episode is going to be pretty short, and I'll try to keep things pleasant and positive. If you'd like, maybe think of it as something like a Bob Ross painting lesson, but with code. So we'll get started very shortly, and I hope you'll join me for this ride. Thanks.